I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
Next week, everything changes for the U.S. dollar next week. The Federal Reserve is about to completely alter how you use money in the United States.
What is coming is a collapse of the dollar, and the banks will close, and there will be chaos.
Every major bank in this country announced a new partnership with the New York Fed to establish a new digital currency. Oh, digital currency. If they don't like what you say, they can turn it off and you're impoverished.
There's not one person explaining why this is happening and why you don't need to panic. So the World Bank is controlled by the U.S. dollar. The World Bank is how countries do business with each other. And quite frankly, there's a whole lot of countries that are really sick of that shit. So back in 2009 or 10, Brazil, Russia, India, and China formed BRICS. So BRICS is an alternative to the World Bank. Now, it didn't really start off too good. It was going really, really slow until here recently, as more and more people are getting tired of the U.S. and second in control is the British pound. They're getting tired of being dictated to by those countries. So they're forming an alternative to the new World Bank called BRICS. Wasn't a big problem, like I said, until recently, because in 2021, Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, Uruguay, and Bangladesh took up shares. But guess who's joining? Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Nigeria, Algeria, Argentina. And you're going to see a lot more African nations joining that, because China is the only country that was willing to come in and help them. Okay, now they're absolutely ruining the natural resources and pillaging. But China's been colonizing Africa for at least the past 20 years, and nobody, it's never on the news. But by doing that, it gets African countries on their feet, and now they can have a say. So you're going to start seeing African countries jump on, and a lot of the South American countries that we ignore jump on board. If we left the United States dollar in the status that it's at, the dollar would absolutely collapse. We literally have no choice but to participate in the world banking economy, because as this grows, the American dollar as we know it will absolutely collapse. So if you panic and you go take all your cash out of the bank, let me explain to you, you will have nothing but paper. It won't be worth anything. No store is going to take it, because it's going to be absolutely worthless. You will have all of your savings is now worth not even the cotton paper it's printed on. The bank's not going to accept that cash money back. The only thing that you would be able to do if you are just determined not to participate is to go buy actual silver and gold, which is what the U.S. dollar used to be based on. Money used to be based on how much gold and silver you had in Fort Knox. You get anything for the government, it's going to be programmed so that you can only use it for that purpose. Programmable funds, right? So if you get food stamps, they're going to program that digital currency so you can't trade it out with someone and go buy some cigarettes or some beer. I suppose they could control it if you got on their shit list. And I think that's the part that a lot of people don't like. I haven't used cash in forever unless I was doing something illegal. And if you're doing stuff illegal, y'all just going to have to change over to Bitcoin. That's all.
We wouldn't have to participate so much if we wouldn't have shipped all of our manufacturing. If the government wouldn't have shipped all our manufacturing overseas. We tried to stop that too. It does nothing, because then we could retain our dollar and support ourselves by what we manufacture. But they ignored us back then too. So now we're just fucked.